welcome to my channel. Today is going to be my first time doing a nail video with you guys, so let's do it together. I already started by clipping my nails off camera, and now we're going to get into nail prep. I'm starting by grabbing some Blue Cross cuticle remover. This stuff works very well at really getting all the cuticle off. So I'm gonna apply that to my fingers and I'll let it sit for 10 seconds. And after 10 seconds, I'm taking a cuticle pusher and gently push back your cuticle. You do not want to scrape your nail bed because it isn't good for your nail bed. So we're going to try to be gentle, and it might look rough, but it is just very gentle on the nail beds. I'm just going to get a piece of a napkin or anything that works, and I just broke off a piece, and I'm going to use that to scrape all of the gunk from my cuticle onto, and then move on with my cuticle nippers and remove any cuticle I see left, which won't be a lot. So I like using 50% Isperal alcohol, if that's how you pronounce it. I just call it rubbing alcohol, and I like using this for the nails throughout the video, but we'll get to that later. For this video, I'm going to use this new dehydrator and primer that I got. This is the Model 1s, and I've seen people use this a lot, so I was really excited to use it myself. So this is what this looks like. They're pretty big bottles, and honestly it was a very weird sensation applying it, because I never use dehydrating primer, but I do dehydrate with the rubbing alcohol, so it was really cool to do this and to add an extra step. So now I'm taking my Sky jelly tips, and this is in the shape almond medium. So I'm going to go ahead and size. So I take a nail tip and I size, and I try not to press down when I'm looking. So the Skies has a very rounded cuticle on their nail tips, whereas my cuticle is rather straight across on my thumb. So I do know that I already am expected to file that down, and it works perfect for me regardless. So I don't really mind it, and we'll have to file it at the cuticle because of how thick it is, and we don't want it to lift, we want it to blend seamlessly into our cuticle. So I go ahead and I size sidewall to sidewall, and try not to press down. So if we have to file, we will do that. I try to add a lot more glue when I'm putting them on, because on my thumb it's rather a straight nail. It's not very curved. So I'm just going to put all my nail tips to the side on this blue plate that I have, and I'll go ahead and size them up and come back. So now they are all sized out in front of me, so I'm going to go ahead and file all of them so they could fit my cuticle and nail perfectly, and also try to focus on edging the inside of them with a nail file. So this will help with the longevity of your nail. So I use this loved Macart filer, and I only use this one basically just on myself, and it's really good. It's 180 grit, so that's what I like to use. Now we're going to go ahead and take our dehydrator, and I'm going to apply this to my nails. have my dehydrator and primer on, I'm going to take a Model 1's Builder Nail Gel, and it's clear. And this is what I'm going to be using to attach the tips to my nail beds. So we're going to go ahead and get a nail lamp. I'm going to use a little egg. So it was kind of hard to hold the lamp in place, but I took my Model 1's Builder Gel and I applied a generous amount to every nail tip. And it's really important to make sure that you concentrate all of the product mainly in the middle of the bottom of the nail tip. So I liked painting a little thin coat all where my nail will lay, and then scraping the rest of the product along the cuticle of the nail tip, and then putting it on to my nail and trying to make it work with the nail lamp. And I just hold it there for the full time, but you really don't have to, because you could just go into a full nail lamp and cure it altogether afterwards. So now I'm just going to repeat this step with all of the other nails, making sure that I don't get any of the builder gel on my skin. I'm going to really try to avoid that, and just make sure that I focus on making the nail straight and putting the right amount of glue on. So now I'm taking my file and I'm going to file off the nibs from all of the tips. They're like little nubs, and I'm going to file them off, and then I'm going to really file around my cuticle to really try to pin the nail tip around my cuticle so it could be seamless. And then I'm going to buff the top of the nail. I'm just taking a brush that I have and brushing off the dust from filing. I really like this brush because you can really control the density with it, and it's really convenient. So now I'm taking these new colors that I just bought from Beetles, and I have a lot of colors, but I liked how these are more natural. So it's called Veil of Heaven, and I had already opened them to look at them, but I haven't used them yet. So let's open it up and let's look at the colors and see what we want to use. So these are all really pretty colors, but this one is calling me a lot because of the photos that I saw of it online. But we're probably going to need a lot of layers because it's very sheer. So after like so many layers, I was like, okay, I need to put on my anti-UV gloves. So I went ahead and put them on, and I did a total of 4 layers of this color. So I tried for a bit doing a matte top coat, but didn't come out as exactly as I wanted. Eventually I put gloss over, but also my phone died, so I don't know exactly how much I lost, but we're going to try to get it back. We'll see what we can do. So here I finished curing the matte top coat. So I went ahead and I filed down the top coat because it wasn't giving me enough grit for a color to stay on good. So I'm going ahead and I'm going to do French tips on every nail except my ring finger as of right now. I have this whole mess, as you can see, but you guys get to see the whole thing. And I'm just gonna hurry and finish up the French tips. So I have my tips done now, and I'm gonna start on a design. So now I'm going to draw a blue line over my French tip on my pointer finger. And I started going for like a Greek theme, and I'm doing a blue French tip on my ring finger, and I'm going to finish it up with a white line over the French tip. So now I'm starting on some other designs. So on my pointer finger, I did a flower with a blue dot in the center and 5 white dots that I dragged out around. And then the middle finger, I did 5 blue dots in the middle of the French tip. So for the ring finger, I did a bit of like a diamond, and I used way at first, but I did change it. So I did 8 dots in a diamond shape, and then left it like that for now. I repeated the diamond that was on the ring finger on the thumb, but in blue. And now I have some foil, like silver flakes, that I'm going to use. And then I'm also going to use some silver rhinestones to place them in the center of the dotted diamonds. But now I'm putting on my builder gel on top of all of my nails so that I could place the foil down on my pinky, ring finger, and thumb, and so that I could place the diamonds or the rhinestones on. So now I'm just going to be applying top coat to the nails, and then I'm going to cure them for about 30 seconds. So this is what we're working with now, and now I need to just moisturize them, so I'm going to use an oil to get them healthy because they need something. Alrighty guys, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please subscribe, comment, like, and I'll see you next time.